Yu-Gi-Oh! An incredibly complex card game with tens of thousands of cards. However, what if each set was separated from the rest of the massive card pool and your choices when building a deck were extremely limited? In this series, in order to learn Yu-Gi-Oh! From the ground up, I will be embarking on an adventure through the history of the card game with Jeexx. In each episode, we will have access to all the cards in a select product, and using only the cards in that product, both of us will build a deck before playing a best of 3 match to determine the winner of the episode. We will move in a chronological order in the series, and with each new episode we will forget the cards of the past in order to experience something brand new. We hope you enjoyed this adventure through Yu-Gi-Oh! And its evolution with us. Welcome to the historic Yu-Gi-Oh! Learning journey. What is up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the history Yu-Gi-Oh! Learning journey. Sorry. I've done lots of content stuff today when I'm recording this, so my brain is mush, but we're doing Legendary Duelist Immortal Destiny today, so without further ado, let's just quickly see what we are dealing with in the set. We have some Fiend support here, and Curse Necrosphere, and 2 different Dark Spirits, as well as an Earthbound Immortal, but mostly stuff for them, as well as Evil Heroes here as the big hero thing, so obviously, I think we know what Jeexx is playing here. Earlier I mentioned the Earthbound Immortal stuff. There's also the stuff for Sun Dragon Inti and Moon Dragon Aquila. And then Gimmick Puppets, also a big one here. I think Gimmick Puppets have already come out at this point, like earlier, but this is like their first proper wave of support when they get actually a lot of like very good cards. Predaplant also gets a lot of new stuff here, so a lot of different dark archetypes. And for us, it is going to be Gimmick Puppets. This is something that I've looked forward to playing for quite a while. I quite enjoy the aesthetic of the deck. I think it's like cool. These like really just creepy toy-like creatures, and they're very simple. They're essentially just a rank 8 spam playstyle. They become a lot more degenerate in the more modern day, just like how happened to Super Heavy Samurai. But as with Super Heavy Samurai, I liked them when they were bad. So let's see what we're dealing with here when playing Gimmick Puppets. Starting us off, we have a non-Gimmick Puppet here, Desperado Barrel Dragon. It just works out. It's a it's a dark level 8 machine, so it really just slots in nicely. If you face a dark machine monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can spell summon this card from your hand. And then once per turn during the battle phase, a quick effect, you can toss a coin 3 times, destroy a face of monster on the field up to the number of heads. And if you toss 3 heads, you get to draw 1. And this card cannot attack the turn this effect is activated. And if this card is sent to a graveyard by enemies, you can add a level 7 or lower monster that has a coin tossing effect from your deck to your hand. Obviously, it doesn't matter. We're just playing it here because it essentially just not protects our stuff, but like summon itself for free. If something gets destroyed, it's maybe removal, and it's just pretty good. As for the actual Gimmick Puppets, we're running a triple Druid Roll. Druid Roll in your graveyard, you can banish a Gimmick Puppet monster from grave to spell summon this card. You can only use this effect of Druid Roll once per turn, and it cannot be used as material for an exit summon, except for the exit summon of a Gimmick Puppet. The other 8, we have a Bisque Doll. You can spell summon this card from your hand by discarding Gimmick Puppet monster, and you can banish this from your grave to make your Gimmick Puppet monsters untargetable by your opponent's card effects this turn. And final main deck 8 we're running is Gimmick Puppet Magnet Doll, 2 copies. If your opponent controls monster, all monsters you control are face-up Gimmick Puppet monsters, minimum 1. You can spell summon this card from your hand. Very simple. All of them also have very terrible stat lines, but those do not matter. As for the force we're running triple Terror Baby. Well, when this card normal summon, you can target Gimmick Puppet monster in your grave, except Terror Baby, spell summon it in defense. You can banish this card from your grave. Your opponent can activate cards or effects in a response to the activation of a Gimmick Puppet monster effects for this turn. Triple copies of Humpty Dumpty. When this card normal spell summon, you can spell summon a Gimmick Puppet from your hand. It's a hard once per turn. And a single copy of Destroy. Once while face up on the field, you can target a Gimmick Puppet monster on the field, destroy it. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can spell summon up 1 or 2 Gimmick Puppet monsters from your hand. It's good if you have a lot of stuff clogging your hand. Obviously, usually it just wants to pop itself. But there are also stuff like the Nightmare that are generated that you can pop with Desperate here. We're just using this to maybe get stuff out from our hand. We are also running 2 more copies of it in the side. I doubt those would come up. And a second copy of Desperado Barrel. As for the other stuff, once again, nothing crazy here. Our hand drops are Ash Blossom and Imperm. As for the other stuff, we're running a single copy of Foolish Burial, obviously to main Druid Roll. Monster Reborn, most of our stuff is going to end up in the grave anyways. Combat the Grave, we are summoning a good amount, and getting stuff from the deck, sorry, as you'll see in a little bit. Junk Puppet, it's Monster Reborn for Gimmick Puppets. Perform Puppet, 3 copies, it's a continuous spell. You can banish a Gimmick Puppet monster from your grave. All the monsters you control currently become that banished monster level until the end of this turn, even discard least field. And then if a face-up a Gimmick Puppet monster you control is destroyed by battle or opponent's card effect, and so the graveyard you can target one of your banished Gimmick Puppet monsters, spell summon it, you can only use each effect once per turn. And I'm once again realizing, I don't know why I'm wearing these. I'm just, at this point, they're just glued to my head. Then we have 2 copies of Machine Duplication. We have a 3rd Machine Dupe in the side. And this is obviously because it's a target machine monster you control with 500 less text. Spell summon a 2 monster from your deck with the same name as that face-up monster. This is most of our deck. The only ones that it doesn't hit are Magnet Doll and Bisque Doll. But obviously even hitting 8s by something like Druid Doll is really good. 2 copies of Rank Up Magic in Numero Force. Target a face of XD's monster you control. Spell summon from your extra deck number C, a monster with the same type as the monster but 1 rank higher by using it as material. And it is treated as an XD summon, sorry. And if any face-up cards on the field other than discarded monster summoned by it afterwards, you permanently negate the effects of those cards. Really good. And then we just have Rank Up Magic Quick Chaos. It is the same thing, doesn't have the negate, but it is a quick play spell. I wanted to go like pure Gimmick Puppets for my extra deck, so I'm running all of the number C's, and I'll talk about what they do afterwards. Final card in our main deck we haven't talked about yet is Puppet Parade. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, spell summon Gimmick Puppet monsters with different names from your deck up to the difference, and then if your opponent's life points are at least 2,000 higher than yours, then you can set a Rank of Magic normal spell from your deck. For the rest of the turn, discard results, you cannot spell summon monsters other than Gimmick Puppet monsters, and it's a heart once per turn. As for the side deck, we have 2 copies of Tetherworld to get us maybe some stuff on the board for Chimera Doll. Then we have 3 copies of Machina Cannon, because it is very easy to summon from the hand, and it is a level 8 machine. And Machina Fortress, it lets us put stuff like Druid Doll into our grave from our hand, and also gives us a decent body that also has some good effects. Unfortunately, not a level 8, it's a level 7. And then finally, if Jeexx on a back row heavy deck, we have 3 copies of MST. As for the extra deck, we run a triple Gimmick Puppet Chimera Doll, takes 2 machine monsters, link 2. During a main phase, if you control this link summon card, you can activate this effect. You cannot spell summon a monster from the extra deck for the rest of the turn, except machine exits monsters. You take a Gimmick Puppet monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. And if all monsters after you add that to your hand are Gimmick Puppet monsters that you control, you can spell summon a Gimmick Puppet from your hand. And this effect is a hard once per turn. This is why I was referring to the call by stuff. Then I'll do this in reverse order because it makes more sense since they have their Chaos counterparts. But first, the one that doesn't have a Chaos counterpart, a Gigante's Doll, is our only rank 4. Takes 2 level 4 Gimmick Puppets, and you can detach 2 from this card to target up to 2 monsters your opponent controls. Gain control of them until the end of this turn, and for the rest of the turn you cannot spell summon monsters except for Gimmick Puppets, nor declare an attack except with Xyz monsters. Then you contribute discard all the monsters you control, become level 8 until the end of this turn, and each effect is a hard once per turn. Obviously the idea there is summon this guy, detach 2 to yoink 2 of your opponent's monsters, tribute Gigante's Doll, make those 2 monsters level 8, and now you can use them to make a rank 8 Gimmick Puppet. As for the actual rank 8s that we're running, we have 3 copies of number 40 Gimmick Puppet of Shrinks. Generic, rank 8, once per turn you can detach 1 to place a shrink counter on each phase of monster on the field except for this one, and once per turn during the next end phase of the opponent of the player who plays the shrink counter. By this effect, destroy the monsters with shrink counters and burn your opponent for each monster destroyed. Never going to happen, it's way too slow. The way we're actually doing this is by ranking this up into its Chaos counterpart number C40 Gimmick Puppet of Dark Strings. If this card is spell summoned, and none of these we can summon using their actual summon conditions, all of these C numbers we're summoning with the rank up spells. If this card is spell summoned, destroy as many monsters with shrink counters as possible. If you do, draw 1 card and inflict damage to your opponent equal to the highest attack among the destroyed monsters in the graveyard, and if it's tied, your choice. Once per turn, you can detach 1 from this card, place a shrink counter on each phase monster your opponent controls. Doesn't really matter, mostly just there. Make Gimmick Puppet of Shrinks, detach 1 to place a shrink counter, level it up to Dark Shrinks, nuke the entire board, draw 1, and burn your opponent. Pretty good, pretty solid. Then we have 2 copies of number 15, Gimmick Pop a Giant Grinder. Also generic, up to twice per turn during your main phase 1, you can D-1 to target a special summon monster your opponent controls, destroy it, and if it was an Xyz monster, burn your opponent equal to its original attack. Quite lackluster set line, but it's not really what we're using it for. And if you rank this up into C15, Gimmick a Puppet a Giant Hunter, you can instead, once per turn, D-1 material from this card, target any card your opponent controls, destroy it, and if it was a monster, burn your opponent equal to its original attack. Finally, the card that we are probably never summoning, number 88, Gimmick Puppet of Leo, takes 3 level 8s. Once per turn, if you have no cards in your spell dropper's own, you can D-1 to place a Destiny counter on this card. You cannot conduct your battle phase to turn you activate this effect. When 3 Destiny counters are on this card, you immediately win the duel. Yeah, it's not good. And unfortunately, the Chaos variant isn't that much better. Number C88, Gimmick Puppet Distressor Leo, must be spell summoned with a rank of magic spell targeting Gimmick Puppet of Leo. Now the player can target this card on the field with card effects. Once per turn, you can D-1 from this card, inflict 1000 burn damage to your opponent. And during your end phase, if your opponent's life points are 2000 or less and this card has no materials, you win the duel. You can only summon this using this thing, which means that you have 3 materials on this. If you D something and then level it up, it still has 3 materials. So you still need the 3 turns, and you need to have your opponent down to where you would also just be able to usually swing and just win. It's very gimmicky, but like I said, we're playing full Gimmick Puppets, so might as well go all the way with the gimmicks as well. But the Leo line, things probably never summon. The other stuff is pretty neat though. Yeah, like I said, very simple deck. It's mostly we're just looking to spam out rank 8s, and most of the time it'll probably be just go into Gimmick Puppet of Shrinks, rank it up to Dark Shrinks, just nuke the board, and then go from there. But thank you so very much for watching the deck breakdown. Hopefully you enjoyed Jeexx as well, and afterwards I will see y'all in the dueling zone.
Okay, so we are playing Legendary Duelist Immortal Destiny. Haha. And as you can see, I have not been keeping track, guys, by the way. Sorry, I keep forgetting to do this. Wait, where is it? Oh, there we go. I keep forgetting to update the counter. The counter hasn't been updated in ages. I think it's at like 27 now. I am going to go and count all of these for the next episode. The next time that I play Heroes, we're going to see the counter go up to what it is currently, and we're going to talk about it when that happens. But anywho, we are playing Predaplant Heroes. Specifically, I'm playing Predaplant Heroes because the fact that we get access to evil heroes in here, so we have some very powerful cards like Malicious Bane that we can use to just nuke a field and deal insane amounts of damage, and also have a pretty unkillable beefy bait stick on board. But we have Ash Blossom Joy Spring as one of our hand traps. We have Celestial as one of the Elemental heroes, Destiny heroes, Draw a Hand, and Malicious. I think these are really good because the fact that obviously Celestial gives you draw power, Draw Hand technically gives you draw power as well, and Malicious lets you thin your deck while also giving you dark effect monsters on the field. So these are really good for here. And also Draw Hand as well, it gives you a body on field when it's in the graveyard. I legitimately think these 5 Destiny heroes are the perfect fit for this deck. They have a Dusted Gold, which allows us to, by discarding it, add a Dark Fusion or a card that mentions it from our deck to our hand, which means that we can use it to search for Dark Calling, which then allows us to fusion summon a fusion monster that requires Dark Fusion by banishing monsters from the graveyard or hand to summon out Malicious Bane. And because Dusted Gold himself is an evil hero, we only need a level 5 or higher monster in the graveyard to do this. And the thing that we can do that for is namely with Malicious or with Hydra, Drosophilum Hydra, yeah. There's a bunch of things that we can really do here, obviously. But then we have Nib as our second hand trap, and depending on what Weebfox playing, this thing can be really devastating. I think this is by far the most frustrating card to play against with a low power level deck that summons out a lot of stuff. Because for me, if I'm playing this deck and Weebfox drops a Nib, I'm not doing shit with that Nib. That Nib is giga tiny. I've summoned I use something to summon out Orpheus Scorpio, which then summons out another card, and now I'm 2 down, and then I normal summon a card, and now I fusion summon a card, and then I maybe summon one more thing, and suddenly, boom, Nib, eat shit and die, bitch. So I need to be really conservative as well, because I'm really afraid of getting nibbed here. But yeah, Calamitous Undo. I've talked about a lot of these cards, so I'm just going to talk about the ones that I think are actually important. Darlingtonia Cobra allows you to once per tool when it's special summoned by the effect of a Predaplant monster, add a Polymerization or Fusion spell from your deck to your hand. Or for Scorpio, allows you to special summon a Predaplant monster when summoned by discarding or sending a monster from your hand to the graveyard. Saracenidia allows you to have combat interruptions and also destroy the monster that battles it. And then Spinodina, which allows you to unsummon, put a Predator counter on a card, and then if it battles a card with Predator counter, you get to add a card, a Predaplant monster from, special summon a Predaplant monster from your deck to your field. Then we have Call by the Grave, Dark Calling, Foolish Bird. We have Fusion Destiny because it allows us to dump Malicious and either of the other two, or we can dump either of the other two and then use malicious effects 3 times, or like we can use this to dump Celestial and a Hydra if we want to reduce our opponent's attack by 500, for example. There's a lot of stuff that we can actually do with this. I think this is really cool here. Obviously, it blocks us into heroes after we use it, so it's the last thing that we're doing per turn. But yeah, Monster Reborn, obviously, because a lot of the cards, actually, I think all of the Predaplant fusion cards are summonable from the graveyard, because they also have stuff that lets them summon from themselves in the graveyard. Polymerization, 2 copies. Then we have Predaplast, which I feel like is a pretty good card, but I also don't think I want to have more than one of them in the deck. Predaponics allows us to summon Predaplants from the graveyard. Predapractice, which is a slightly clunky like search card. I'm only running 2 because I felt like, well, there are situations where I can have this in hand and I cannot use it, and that sucks. If it was you add a Predap card from your deck to your hand, and then you summon, I think this would be insanely good for the deck, but unfortunately, it's not that, right? Then we have, obviously, Predaprime Fusion, which is like the best card for the deck right now. It has a clunky effect, though, which says if a Predaprime monster is on the field, fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from either field as material, including 2 or more dark monsters you control. This is really annoying because, like, either you summon a card from your field with 2 materials, or you summon a card from your field with 2 materials and 1 from your opponent's field, or you don't summon anything. Because this thing is like the only target for it, but we're going to talk about that in a sec. Preda Pruning, Preda Planning, send 1 Predaplant monster from deck to your graveyard, place a Predator counter on each face of monster in the field, and if you do, any of those monsters become level 2, and if you fusion summon a dark monster while this card is in the graveyard, you can banish this card and target 1 card of the field and destroy it. I think this card is pretty good. It has a lot of interruption value, also because of the fact that, like, I obviously have a card. In a way, there is an argument for playing this as a deck that has 3 copies of, like, Predaprime Fusion, right? 3 copies of Predaprime Fusion and 3 copies of Dragom Stapelia, and I want to be summoning Dragom Stapelia and using Predaplanning and Predaprime Fusion to control the board. And I think that could work. There is an argument for a deck that functions like this that doesn't even have the hero package in it, but I think that this is cool. And I'm also working to make sure that the hero counter hits 30 soon, so we'll see how this goes. Columbus Undo, more Ash Blossom, more Hydra, 2 more Flight Traps. I basically wanted to have a playset of each of the ones that are in here, except for Darlingtonia Cobra, because, well, obviously this thing is once per 2. We don't have Vertianacata yet, by the way. Predaplast, Predaponics, Predapractice, more of these. Pretty much like trying to go for playsets of most of the cards, or at least 2 of most of the cards. Dangerous, we've talked about Dangerous before. Malicious Bane, a new hero fusion monster. 1 evil hero monster and 1 level 5 or higher monster. Must be fusion spent with Dark Fusion. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. During your main phase, you can destroy all monsters your opponent controls with attack less than or equal to this card's. And also, this card gains 200 attack for each monster destroyed this way. Also, you cannot declare attack for the rest of this turn except with hero monsters. This thing is fucking scary. Like, dude, genuinely, who printed this in this moment? Like, in this moment in time? This is a really scary hero card. It has the ability to wipe the board, it becomes bigger, and then can wipe bigger goons, and you can't even kill it? It's a Giga Chungus. Yeah. Then we have Greedy Venom Fusion Dragon. I'm not using this. Just as a heads up, this is really hard to summon. 1 Predaplant and 1 Dark Monster whose level is 8 or higher. Not using this. Impossible. Not reading that out even. Camouflage, we've seen this card banishes a card that is equal or less in level. Dragom Stapelia, 1 fusion monster and 1 dark monster. Like, again, if Predaprime Fusion allowed me to use 1 material from my opponent's field and like any number from my own, this would be really good. Because I would go Okay, fusion. I have a fusion monster, and I can, in response to Weebfox playing a dark monster or something, I can use this thing and the thing he has on board as fusion material to summon Dragostapelia, and then flip Predaplanting, put counters on everything, and then essentially prevent Weebfox from activating effects on monsters. That would be really cool, right? Unfortunately, that's not happening now, is it? Anywho, then we this thing has the effect that once per turn you can place a particular quick effect on a card and then negate the activated effects of monsters with predator counters on them. Trip O Veritum has the requirements 3 dark monsters on the field, gains attack equal to the original attack of all of the monsters in the field with predator counters, and when your opponent special summons a monster from the extra deck, you can negate that summon and destroy it. And if your opponent controls a monster with predator counters, I can special summon this card from the graveyard in defense position. And then we have Starving Wind of Fusion Dragon, which obviously gains attack equal to an opponent's monster, special summon monster, and you can target a level 5 or higher monster your opponent controls, and this card's effect and name become that monster's name and effect. And if this thing dies, you can pop everything on the field. That about does it. I think this deck is kinda neat, so hopefully this goes well. Anyhow, good luck with the games.
What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the History Gear Learning Journey, this time with the Immortal, Destiny, and... Yep. This is the freshest cut I've ever had in the History Gear Learning Journey. By the way, I literally got off the barber like an hour ago. So yeah. It is the freshest of cuts. Anyways, we're playing Immortal Destiny, and... I'll be honest, I did 3 test hands with my deck before this, and I told this Jeexx as well. Dude, this might be the most boring deck that I've ever played in this fucking series. But Jeexx, how are you feeling?
Cooking. Well, right now, I'm not feeling that strongly about anything here. In fact, I feel so little that I almost started building my fucking T-Tar team all over again for champions, you know?
Yippee!
Oh wait, I'm going first. Oh man,
yes, sir.
That's right, buddy.
No, unfortunately, my all right.
That's rough, buddy.
Well,
look at my hand, and it's just thoroughly unplayable.
That's awesome.
I see.
I mean, yep. The first time that didn't happen.
I normal summon.
Oh my god, it's a monster!
And then I would like to go to combat. And
no, my life points!
Yep, that I've had.
Dude, we are playing video games. That is awesome. I accept
this is literally all I could do here. I'm not even kidding.
I'm not. I don't blame you, and I'm not surprised.
So in case it somehow doesn't become evident during this, I am playing a hybrid of Predaplants and Destiny Heroes. Just as a heads up. So if this guy made you think, oh, I'm playing Destiny Heroes, that is not true.
But this one of the +1 on the hero account. Wait, this would be...
It's still a +1, yeah, because I got Fusion Destiny, I have a Dusted Gold, I have Evil Calling, or Dark Calling, I think, and Malicious, because Malicious is just so good for this kind of stuff. There's an argument to be made that when I was building this, I should have probably put in Cross Crusader, which in hindsight would have probably been good, because of the fact that it also has synergy with, like, Draw Hand, because I can use it to summon Draw Hand to draw a card, which matters a lot to me. And sure, it matters some to you, but it's more important that I get to draw the cards. So,
yeah. Dude, this is a travesty, but I'll fire off a Puppet Parade.
Oh, okay. What is it? What does this do?
If you control more monsters than I do, I get to special summon a Gimmick Puppets up to the difference from my deck, and then if you would have 2,000 more life points or more life points than me, I could also set up a rank of magic. But obviously that's not relevant here. So essentially, summon a Gimmick Puppet from my deck.
Okay. This is the most like inconspicuous den that I've ever seen. It's just like, you can't even see it, bro.
Yep.
It's not even there. You know, I'm thinking Aegislash might not be a good idea for this team, but at the same time, it kinda helps me with T-Tar's major weaknesses towards fighting, right? It does kind of still explode to ground type moves, but I was thinking of, you know, King Shield, pretty good defenses, can probably take a hit. Ghost type, really good, really good. My team is also just generally weak to fighting, so I kind of want to have a ghost type. Oh, I think I'm neutral towards fire for the most part.
I'll just summon a Bisque
Wait, there's
Ball.
a Mega for Scavilion.
Sure is.
What the fuck?
And I'll special summon, since you control a monster I control, our Gimmick Puppets, I'll summon out a Magnet Duel.
Control our face-up puppet monsters. So I can do this more than once per turn.
This would be so funny, but honestly, I don't think there's anything else to do here except make a fucking puppet of strings for a beatdown. So I'm not gonna even use anything. I will simply swing for 1400.
Okay.
I will go main 2. I will set a card and I'll fire off a Perform Puppet.
What does this do?
It doesn't do. If Thingamabob gets destroyed, I can summon Gimmick Puppets from my Banish Zone, but obviously there is nothing in my Banish Zone.
Oh, okay.
But it has creepy art.
There's a card that I could have played, but I was kind of looking at that thing like, nah, bro, this isn't gonna advance the game state. Special summon Saraceniant.
Go for it.
Yeah. If you attack into it, I get to destroy the monster after damage calculation.
I mean, I can actually. Yeah, that's all for that. Actually.
Or something.
Oh yeah, I need to.
It's kind of crazy that they added stuff like the monkeys from Gen 5 into Champions.
What do you mean? Are you not a big Simisage fan?
Me personally, if I was to be in charge of adding Pokemon to a game intended for competitive play, I would not be adding Pokemon that are so fucking bad that you're never gonna use them in a casual playthrough past the second gym. That's like insane. There's like no benefits to having these in the game.
We love
You
video
could say
games.
the same thing about like what's it called, the fucking bugs like Vivillon and well, not Venomoth. Venomoth is a fairly late game on in Gen 1.
I'll
But, like,
place a
Beedrill.
string counter on your Saraceniant.
Wait, what?
I detach one to place a string counter on each phase of monster in the field except for Gimmick Puppet or strings.
In battle phase or
Main 2. Sorry.
Okay,
I was supposed to go main 2 then.
I was wondering if you were gonna re-declare your attack on this.
Yeah, let me run my thing into it and
That's why
explode.
I was like, wait. We were holding for a bit.
At least this way, if you want to trade it, at least you need to take the damage. So yeah, it has a string counter, which essentially just means if it's on your field at the end of your turn, it'll get popped and you'll take 500 burn.
Okay.
But yeah, I can't place counters on my opponent's cards, so.
Okay. Well,
If it isn't Sausage
You know.
Jack.
you know, I'm gonna put this into attack and I'm gonna swing into this guy. And I'm gonna take
Yes.
2.9k damage.
Go for it, you will take 29.
This dies, and then I kill this.
Yep.
Yeah, and then end phase. Oh wait, no, actually I do it right now. Holy shit, this card is way better than I thought. I get to add a Predaplant card to my hand from my deck.
Yippee.
And then I would like to add to my hand a Orpheus Scorpio in this case. I would like to normal summon an Orpheus Scorpio and activate its effect to send a monster from my hand to the graveyard. This is a cost.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would like to special summon a Predaplant monster from my deck.
This is main 2, but
Correct.
I still think I'll imperm this. This is what I was looking up, was like, if I imperm the earlier Predap card, like, would it still pop? But obviously, because when it's destroyed, it does sit in the grave, so it wouldn't work. So that's why I didn't bother doing it on that.
Now there's a problem here. This deck, for some godforsaken fucking reason, doesn't have their link out yet in the year 2019. So even if I had a way of getting into another Predaplant card on board,
I was gonna say, like,
I
they
can't
have a
even
link,
use
but
it.
oh yeah, I forgot that Verte Anaconda is a Predaplant card.
Yep. It's a pretty good card.
Dude, my hand.
Brother.
Oh yeah, also, I forgot this thing, but do you mind, if this changes something, go ahead, but when my Dark Puppet of Strings, because this is what it's here for, gets destroyed, I would like to summon this thing, because a face-up Dark Machine monster I control was destroyed by Battle Lord card effect.
Bro. Yeah. Because, that's racist. Whatever.
Okay, but you can toss a coin 3 times to destroy a face-up monster.
No, like I mean, like, it's fine. Whatever.
This card cannot attack until this effect is activated.
Yeah.
Dude, this is K-Man Yu-Gi-Oh! 16?
I lose 16.
Yeah. At least according to girl math.
Girl math.
And that is all I can do. Go ahead. Okay, but as a quick effect, I can toss a coin 3 times, so you beware. I will shoot you with my barrel dragon.
Predapruning? I target Orpheus Scorpio in my graveyard.
You can go for it.
I summon Orpheus Scorpio.
I swear if you send another fucking malicious from your hand.
I activate the effect of this fucking thing to send a card from my hand. I send a fucking Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring to special summon a Predaplant monster from my deck. Is this okay?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
Fine.
Nice. Glad to hear that. Glad to fucking hear. What do I get to actually summon with this? Where is it? There's this guy. This doesn't add counters. This adds counters, but it doesn't matter here, I think. This summons itself. Wow. These guys have like negative synergy between each other, and then I'm looking at it. Because it's like, okay, I have a card that says it puts a counter on a card, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when it battles it becomes level 1, and if this card battles a monster that has a lower level than it, I destroy the monster.
Yeah, and it's level 2 itself, right?
Yeah. Now the thing is, the other cards that place counters are stuff like Spino di Noa, for example, which has the effect of it makes another card that you target a card when it's summoned to make it a level 2, or it becomes a level 1, and then you put a counter on it. And damage calculation, if this battles a monster with an equal or lower level, after damage calc, by the way, you add a Predaplant monster from your deck to your hand. But there's a card that says, hey, you can use cards that have counters on them for fusion summons. But it doesn't place a counter itself.
I mean, you gotta place the counters first, and then something else uses them. God,
Yeah.
Jeexx, this is
So true.
2020 Yu-Gi-Oh! We're still playing with garbage.
This probably makes sense to be summoned.
Would you like to add a Polymerization spell card or
would
fusion
like
spell card
to
from your
add
deck to
a
your hand?
Polymerization or Predaplant?
Damn, it's
or fusion
once
spell
per
card.
duel.
And this effect can only be used once per duel. So if you happen to have a solemn fucking warning or whatever the...
Okay, but if it gets ashed, you still get to do it another time, so...
No.
But is it not? Wait, that's.
No.
I thought Ash was. Oh yeah, never mind. Ash is
Because
effect.
I've activated it, so
Yeah.
I only get to activate it a single time.
I don't know why I was
so
thinking
even
of
if it gets
negating the activation.
activated, even
Yeah,
if you
right.
negate it, it doesn't change the fact that it's been used. So this is
Yeah.
like a completely dogshit effect, which is why if you're playing against a deck that's running like Verte Anaconda, you can just drop one on this thing and you just kind of kill the thing. It doesn't do shit. Then I would like to add a card to my hand, which is
Honestly,
Prime Fusion.
I think on the summon of that, I'll chain Barrel Dragon and let's toss a coin 3 times.
During the battle phase.
Wait, is it?
During the battle
Oh yeah,
phase.
you're right. Yeah.
It's very important that it's during the battle phase, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to do anything.
Yeah.
I activate a
So what was it? It was Predaplant Fusion.
Predaplant Prime Fusion, which I will be
Prime.
activating immediately after adding it to my hand. In fact, I will be activating it in this column right here, just to be safe, which allows me to use 3 summon a Dark Fusion monster from my extra deck using monsters from either field, including 2 or more from my side of the field. Now I'm gonna double check that these things are all what I think they are. Against attack equal to the total original attack of all the monsters of the field with Predator counter. That doesn't do shit. But you know what? Fuck it. One dark. Dude, the fact that it has to be 2. Because, like, I have a bunch of cards in here that I'm like, oh, yeah, I could use this for this. But I can't do it because it needs to have 2 materials from my side of the board. So I'll fuse off all 3 of these to summon out fucking Predaplant, Tri-Forever.
And if Desperate Barrel Dragon is sent from the field to graveyard, I can add a level 7 or lower monster that has a coin tossing effect from my deck to my hand.
Wait, is this just to check? Okay. Because I was gonna be like, bro, if this thing doesn't have a win effect, this shit sucks. This shit doesn't have a weave effect, it sucks. But yeah. This thing has the effect of if you summon a monster from your extra deck, I can negate the summon and destroy that monster. And then if you control a monster that has a Predator counter, I can special summon this card from the graveyard in defense position.
Yeah, this guy's actually playing good cards.
That nice swing for 3k. And I gain attack equal to the attack of all other cards on the field with Predator counters.
Yeah, according to my calculations, I think that's 0.
Okay, fair. Would you like to summon Predaplant, Saracenidia, Sentient? Prevent me from attack.
Now I'm thinking. Power.
What would these guys even say? Dude, for a second I thought that the Puppet Parade said for the rest of the duel, and I was about to cry.
What do you mean?
Because it says for the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, not special summon the monsters.
It would be really funny to have a... Actually, low-key, for some, like, super dogshit archetype, it would be kind of cool for them to get a support card that's, like, does 17 different things, and then it's like, for the rest of the duel, you can only summon this archetype now.
See...
That would be a banger.
That would be cool. The problem is, they fucking forget to do that every time they print one of these things, and then it suddenly takes over the entire game. And then I pass.
Well, that's an incredible draw, if I do say so myself.
I see. We're saying shit. Also, why is this Puppet Parade thing a fucking trap? I didn't even think about it.
Because this deck is dog water, brother. That's why.
No. Like, Predator Prime Fusion is dog shit, but that's, like, usable.
Yep.
Like, if it said you can use materials from either side of the field, at least containing one of yours, like including one of yours, that card would be great in this deck. But the fact that it requires 2 means that I can only summon, like, Predaplant, Tri-Forever, WM.
Yep.
That's it.
No, fortunately. Do I get a monster, please?
Unfortunately, you should look in my graveyard.
No.
I summon out Malicious. And then, just because I think it's funny, I'm gonna normal summon Malicious. And then swing for 800 and swing for 3000 afterwards.
I'll take the 8. Actually, do I even need to take the 8? It depends on what I want. I guess because I'm not getting down to the thing anyway.
On attack declaration, you summon a monster from the deck. I would like to.
Yep.
Ash Blossoms.
Unfortunately, we were playing both bad archetypes, but Jeexx actually got a good card on the field. And when it's a bad deck versus a bad deck, whoever just gets a single good card on the field usually wins.
This is how the Crystal Wing matchup felt, where it was just like
because it's like
Crystal Wing.
That Crystal Wing in that format is just like, all right, how the fuck do we out this shit?
Yeah, like there's really no way for you to actually beat that card in that set. So. So full transparency, there was a card in my hand that was glued to my hand the whole game, called Nibiru the Primal Being, and unfortunately I don't think that
I don't think there is a world where I'm summoning 5 times in a turn.
And honestly, if you do and I don't have Nib in hand, because I'm gonna take Nib out, I think you deserved it. I think you earned it. Like you got the win. You found the only line in your whole deck that summons 5 times.
I'm deadass.
I think that's fair.
I didn't think I would ever side this shit in. I think deadass in like how low powered this episode is. I genuinely think this card might pop off.
Okay.
I deadass still think going second is to play. Because like this just doesn't do anything going first.
Bro,
Dude,
this card
what
sucks!
The fuck is going on? Why is this shit glued to my hand?
I set 1, and honestly, I set 1 pass.
Right, Impermanence offline. Dog, what the fuck is this?
I don't have Imperm. I have Nib and Ash. You heard that I play Nib, so. I'm glad I didn't laugh at your play, because I wish I had a monster I could set, brother. I wish I had a monster I could set. You see, I'm going to. What do you mean target a face-up spell your opponent controls? What do you mean it has to be face-up?
Dog, the only shit that I have in my deck is the fucking Puppet Parade. Actually, I didn't.
For 1.6k.
What the fuck? This thing has an effect other than being in the grave?
I didn't know that. I just found out. Anywho, 1.6k, is that okay?
Yep, I took the... it doesn't update, but yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. Dude, I'm setting my credit card, and I'll be so real upset. You haven't got to be fucking kidding me.
This is so sad.
Okay, but next turn, if I draw another break, I can discard one of the cards from my... actually, no, that doesn't even do anything. Never mind. Okay, but if it goes 2 more turns, then we're cooking with the gas.
Okay, then we're cooking. Okay, I normal summon Orpheus Scorpio, and I activate the effect of Orpheus Scorpio by discarding a Draphosliphim Hydra.
Fuck you.
Fuck me?
Yeah.
Fuck you! Okay, 1.2k, 1.6k.
Alright.
Hell yeah, bro, and then I pass.
I still have 1 more turn. You have... Oh, never mind. Okay, this... You remember when I said that there's a card that I think in this format low-key might do something? Yeah, so I would like to discard Machine Monster for total levels equal 8 or more from my hand, pitching this Dreary Doll in my hand that's being fucking glued to my hand. Both of these games when...
How did you get Machina or Fortress? What?
Fortress, baby. And yeah, I would... This can be summoned in any position, yeah?
Yes, this thing is fucking cracked. Yeah.
Does someone okay?
Yeah. This is unfortunately acceptable, yes.
I don't think it matters, but
I mean, if you want to play the other card, the one that goes face up and the spell, right? Then you want to kill Celeste.
Yeah.
No, my Orpheus Scorpio. Bam.
For 1,300.
I'm dead. I'm dead ass, bro.
And
This guy actually has kind of a body. Like, if I had a skyscraper or something and this was an elemental hero, I could actually do something here.
hey guys, dude, actually my deck is kind of good because if you think about it, if I had actually,
if I had, you know,
dude, genuinely, I don't want you fucking summoning
Come on, bro, come
anything.
on, come
I'm
on.
fucking Call of the Haunted in your fucking Orpheus Scorpio.
Are you actually for fucking real?
Yes.
Oh my god.
But yeah, like my deck would actually be good if I had Habakiri and I was playing Yami Mitsurugi.
Guys, my deck would have actually just popped the fuck off if he didn't play that card. Okay? Just saying, guys. My deck is kinda gas.
Yeah, mine isn't. I'm playing Gimmick puppets before they became degenerate. Anyways, let's kill this thing. I'm just here slaughtering the fucking plants at this point.
Okay.
But this way I'm also like I'm telling you that I don't have face-up spells, so I'm kind of giving you information. So maybe I should have killed Celestial.
This fucking
This is kind of neat because this reminds me of the first 10 episodes we played of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it's so much power that we have in our hands. Oh yeah, I forgot that these guys hate literally every other color. So that's cool.
What? What? Huh?
Yeah, you heard me.
Huh?
Fucking kill your Celestial.
Shit.
It's at this point it's just fucking Machina Fortress beatdown.
Predaponics?
You can still must had a gray red negate its effect. Negate its effects? What the fuck? Surely this thing isn't big enough. Yeah.
Alright. It's
It's a face of spell. Now if I draw into my fucking Celestial.
Exactly. This thing doesn't have an effect here, but oh wait, it's level 4 lower. This is level 5. But I summon out this fucking Orpheus Scorpio again, yeah? and then I'm gonna tell you a secret.
Oh?
This thing has a cost to its effect. I would like to activate the effect of Orpheus Scorpio by sending to the graveyard Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring from my hand, and its effect gets negated.
Yeah, but you get to send though.
I get to send, and then I set 2 cards, and I pass.
Okay, but dude, it's if I don't get a normal sub, it's the greatest card of all time. Actually, does this even?
You see,
Yeah.
if I get Malicious next turn, and I ram Malicious into the Machina Fortress, right? And then I summon another Malicious in defense. The turn after that, actually, I can even do it before that. I can draw 2 cards with Celestial.
Wait, bitch, you're so right, actually.
I mean, you know, sometimes I have an idea or two.
The back row is scary, I won't lie, but fuck it, bro, fuck it. If I finally get to play the video game, I will attempt to play the video game. Summon of normal Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah, okay, do whatever the fuck you want, bro. I can flip all the cards that I have face up and show you what they are, and they don't do anything to anybody.
What do you mean?
There is a reality where I could have used one of them, but the card that I could have used it on would discard a card from my hand.
in this
yeah.
economy, discard a card in this economy is low key crazy.
So the terrifying part about the Machina Fortress effect of discarding, it happens on the resolution of the card.
Oh yeah, so if you're adding something, you still like get to. Dude, this this is
before
like,
resolving, you discard and then you.
Yeah, this is like fucking top 10 cards of all time for Playground Yu-Gi-Oh.
Doing your main face if you control the swing summon card. You cannot activate. You cannot special summon cards from the extra deck for the rest.
Yeah. Anyways,
monster.
I would like to take a Gimmick puppet monster and either add it to my hand or send it to the graveyard.
Okay, you could just send the Machina Fortress for the summon.
I could.
Huh? Huh?
But I don't think I will. I think it's the best card in my fucking deck.
Insane that this thing, a fucking random ass 2.5k body that you get to summon for free, only rank 8 level 8.
Low key,
it's crazy good.
The best part about it is that it gets the fucking Dreary dolls out of my hand.
Yeah.
Because for whatever reason, I'm never seeing my Bisque dolls in my opening hands, but God knows I'm getting my fucking Dreary dolls. Dude, I don't want to play with this doll anymore. I want my other doll, Mom. What the fuck, Mom? I mean, fuck it, bro. Fuck it. I mean, fuck it, bro. Fuck it. I'm adding the Dreary doll to my hand, and I'm also electing to special summon it.
You're electing to special summon it?
Yes.
Would you like how are you special summoning it?
Gimmick puppet. Actually,
if all monsters you control are Gimmick puppet monsters,
yeah. Let me instead summon.
Not summon.
Let me instead actually add.
Yeah. This is dog
this
shit.
In my hand. I mean, it's Gimmick puppets, baby.
I mean, to be fair, I'm also playing Destiny Heroes, which have like 2 good cards.
Honestly, in this economy, having access to malicious is like malicious and Machina Fortress are like the dude. We are actually cooking with gas.
My extra deck has cards that all require a dark monster as material.
Yippee.
Or a Destiny Hero. Specifically for Malicious Bane, it's a level 5 or higher monster. So it's like actually kind of good. Okay, but we survive. We live. We take those. We got one more turn. Maybe, possibly, perchance. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna take 800.
You don't need to. Yeah, you can decide.
Ooh, okay.
Now, would you like to?
I would like to pay 800 life points.
Gasp.
One, and then I activate a Predaplant. I reveal from my actually in my standby phase, I activate Predaplant to reveal from my hand any number of Predap cards. I reveal Predaplant Flytrap, and I target up to the same number of monsters on the field, and I put a counter on each one. And if you do, any of those monsters that are level 1 or higher become level 1. So I put a counter on this fucker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? And then I go to my main phase 1, and in my main phase 1, I special summon from the graveyard a monster. Wow! I special summon Predaplant Spinodionia.
Me personally,
I paid the I paid the life points.
Yeah, you did.
And then I special then I normal summon Predaplant Flytrap, and I target your Machina Fortress to put a counter on.
It's a monster effect.
I discard a card.
Yeah, so I would like to see your hand.
Yeah. Oh, you don't get to see my hand. I just discard a card. Oh, you do? Oh, shit, this card is way better than it should be.
So show me the hand, boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me write this up. Yeah.
It's pretty good. I gotta admit, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Loans, 2 tissues and a credit card. Okay. That's cool. I'll discard your credit card.
Okay. Gee, I needed that. Anywho, let's go battle, right? Let's swing into the Machina Fortress and kill it at the start of damage step.
I can't believe it. You would kill my Machina Fortress?
And then, would you like to activate the effect of Machina Fortress? Why, actually? Does it? It does activate.
Yeah, it is if it is disrupt. Actually, it's destroyed by battle, so I don't think it's.
Oh, it's not. Oh, yeah, it's destroyed by effect.
The effect is what destroys it, so I don't think it works.
Okay.
So no, I would not like to.
Okay. And then I would like to swing to this. Does the ordering matter even on this? I didn't pay attention.
I don't
if this thing has
think
protection.
so.
Okay, then I swing into this for 1.8k and maybe kill it. Post jump.
Yep.
Possibly.
Mostly. Actually, I don't need the. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take the 3.
Okay. Hell yeah. Then I go main phase 2, and in my main phase 2, I activate a card.
Gasp.
And the card will be Until the end phase. This card's name and until the end phase. What do you mean until the end phase? I need it right now.
No, until the end phase, man. Take it or leave it, man.
I need it for next. Oh man, this sucks.
It sucks that you can't haggle with Yu-Gi-Oh card effects. Like, bro, can I get it now, man?
Bro,
like,
can I like have it happen right now where the effect takes place immediately? I would really appreciate it, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh. It would be so nice of you. Also, it's
actually
target,
if this makes things different, because this doesn't matter for other. Yeah.
Balance
When Chimera Doll gets destroyed, I'll summon my Desperado, in case that changes some things. If it doesn't, then great. I would love to hear when you're going to leave battle phase.
Yeah, I'm leaving battle phase.
Yeah.
Because like I already left battle phase. That's why I'm like, but the reason why I'm thinking is because of the fact that I mean I can just admit defeat. It's not.
That's all
gonna matter.
too.
Yeah, that's all. It doesn't matter.
Fucking, it's.
Bro, if I knew you were gonna use that, I wouldn't have bothered thinking.
That's fair. That's fair. I've
Literally
in my
just-
defense, it's been like 2 weeks since we last played Yu-Gi-Oh. So, does this do anything? Fuck no, it don't. Dude, what the fuck?
Because the only thing that I had access to was using fucking Polymerization to fusion summon something, and I was just trying to figure out what the fuck I can fusion summon. Because I have like 2 cards that I can fusion summon with the board that I had, and one of them happened to be Chimera Reflegia, which doesn't do shit.
It's
Anyhow.
just Chungus.
Have fun with that.
I will do. Now this is where my long con is finally paying off, where I baited you into letting me go first.
Dude, I have drawn my Garnets every game.
Alright, I would like to discard machine Bob Dibba Dibba.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely, because I can do more things, but I'm genuinely at this point, I'm like, dude, would I rather just have the Machina Fortress?
No, I think it's kind of fair to just stick here.
Because the thing here is that, like I said, nothing I do does anything going first.
Oh.
So I deadass think this is my underboard.
Alright, stand by, main. I activate Predaplant to special summon from my hand a Predaplant monster. I have 3 of these and I have not drawn a single one so far. And then I would like to add to my hand
my biscuit dolls as well. But yeah, I'll go for it.
Alright. I special summon out Sundew. Yeah, that thing. And then I add to my hand a Predaplant monster, and I would like to add to my hand. In this case, does any of these actually add anything useful to your cards?
You can actually add a Predap card. You don't even need to add a monster.
Oh, you're so right, Umfi. Thanks for pointing that out.
No worries. I'll play your Predaplant deck for you.
So the reason why that doesn't actually matter in this case is because the only cards that are paired up other than like this are cards that don't do anything in this board state.
Nothing does anything in the might of the Machina Fortress. Honestly, I should have just put in 3 Machina Fortress and called it a deck.
I mean, yeah, honestly, you're not even wrong about that. Well, I guess I'll just fucking cry myself to sleep. So in this case, I have 2 Predaplant monsters that I can summon.
Gasp.
Ooh, think about that. 2 of them. 2 whopping Predaplants. Now the problem there obviously is this shit doesn't do anything. This just doesn't work. The board state just doesn't work for these. But we can still try. I can use this to gain the effects of nothing. I can gain the power. Oh, actually, I can make this card gain attack equal to one of your monsters, which is huge, actually. That's kind of huge.
It's 2,500.
Yeah, that's kind of huge. Never mind. That could actually work. Could do something with that. I want to summon this in attack instead. Because if I summon this in attack here, right? 600. Whopping 600. Using this card on the field, and monsters from the hand, field, and or monsters with predator counters your opponent controls. Oh, I don't need the fusion spell for that. Oh, this gets better and better, actually. Wow. Well, Predaplant or for Scorpio.
Scorpio to hand. Sounds good.
Normal summon Scorpio. Activate Scorpio.
That is fine.
Okay. Summon out a goon from the deck. Summon out a Darlington Cobra from the deck.
Cobra.
And Darlington Cobra effect. Add a card or Polymerization or fusion spell card from my deck to my hand.
Go for it.
Now, in case you didn't look at this, there is one way of getting Polymerization as a card into your deck, like Polymerization itself as a word, and it's through Evil Mind, which I do not have. Because it was too fucking bricky in a deck that's already running like 17 bricks.
It's like when your deck is already hella bricky, it's running even some like one-off shit just to get some other garbage is probably not a good idea.
Never happening, I'm gonna be honest. Impossible, pretty much. Then I would like to activate. This requires a enter one face monster field until this turn. This card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard. Banish card. I can summon this right now using. I would like to use Chlamydo Sundue's effects fusion summon.
That is fine.
I sent Chlamydo Sundue and I can use cards from my hand, right?
Yeah, hand field and or monsters with Predator Crown.
Double checking. You can discard a card. Okay. Then I think I'll use. Wait, this does reduce. Yes. I'll use Darlingtonia Cobra here to summon out a Predaplant Chimera Reflection. This spot here.
Yep.
Then I would like to activate Predaponics and special summon from my graveyard Darlingtonia Cobra. Yeah, its effects are negated, so it doesn't do anything here.
Yep.
And then I would like to. Oh, that sucks. Because of the way that this works, that really sucks. I'm level 7 as well. Which means
we're both
less than or
7s.
equal. Oh! Never mind, it's less than or equal. So I can actually banish it.
Yeah, if you don't mind discard, you can deal with it still.
The main issue is that
Reflection is good.
Reflection is really good, especially in this position, I think. It's really strong. Double check when attack is declaring an attack is declared involving this card on an opponent's face of monster. You can blah blah blah. Yeah, I think I do want to just set 2 in this case and activate the effect of Rafflesia targeting your Machina Fortress.
Yep, that makes sense. And obviously there is only one thing in your hand, so this time we don't need to do the
Dubadaba. Yeah.
And this also gets Machina Fortress into the gray, which is obviously very big.
It's banished now.
No, sorry, I meant like not in the grave, because obviously it can be summoned from as well. So one of these two is Predaprime Fusion, and I don't know the other one.
Correct. I would like to activate the effect of Destiny Hero Malicious from the graveyard to special summon out a Destiny Hero Malicious from the deck. And then I would like to activate a Fusion Destiny. To send cards from my deck to the graveyard to fusion summon a Destiny Hero Fusion monster. And then I cannot summon anything other than Dark Hero monsters for the rest of this turn.
You're already fusion locked, but obviously doesn't matter here.
Yes, correct. Sending Celestial, and I think the other one can be any dark effect monster. Yeah, that's like the main reason why I was playing this deck, like thinking about how to make this deck work. It was just the fact that I can send anything from the Predaplant stuff if I happen to have stuff like is it Predaponics? The Predapruning, the like resurrection spell. Yeah, it's really good for that but other than that, it's not particularly impactful. If this card is in your graveyard or in your field or graveyard, you can banish one other Predaplant monster and then target a monster and it loses attack. I think I can actually just dump this and kind of use that. And then I summon out a Destiny Hero Dangerous. Right. This was something that I was considering if it would have been worth it to have the discard effect, but it's only 200, so I don't think it is.
Yeah, so what this is 45, 55, 67, 7,500.
Yeah, it's not lethal.
All right.
If I had... Oh. Your move.
All right, so I know the last thing is a Predaplant fusion, which...
Yes, which means that I can activate it in response to anything that you do. Because
yeah, let me just see how this was worded.
Oh, I can flip it so you can read it.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Because you know where it is now.
Yeah. Unavailable to my darks. Yeah.
Yep.
Because I still think... I mean, I'm always firing off this thing to summon 5. But the question is...
I can't even respond to this in my interface.
Yeah, what can I... Because you said it this turn. I don't think this does... Yeah, this doesn't do anything. I'm mostly just thinking, is there... Actually, if I go for...
Wait, this card sucks. What the fuck? Why is Greedy when a Fusion Dragon 1 Predaplant and a level 8 monster?
Don't worry about it.
Like, I don't have 8s, bro. I have 7s.
I think I go for this. This is different names, right? Yeah, different names. And then I go for you, and I think the last one is... This is the better insurance, but it's whatever. I'll go for these. And since there is a big difference in our thingamabobs, I will set a Numeron for...
You actually have one? Oh my god.
Yeah, I figured because I figured this is the only time that I'm gonna play Gimmick Puppets. I decided to, like, my extra deck is 15 Gimmick Puppets, and I have like all the rank ups, even the like gimmicky don't do anything for 3 turns and you win. I even have that.
Okay, so I'm looking at this and thinking to myself, wait, I can't even really do much about Numeron Force, huh? If you end up using it.
The indication.
And if any face-up cards are on the field, then this card and the monster is summoned by it, negate the effects of those other cards.
Yeah, it's very good.
Crazy.
All right, draw. Stand by me.
Let me double check something real quick. I want to see what the chaos cards do.
Go for it.
This one isn't out yet. Holy shit, they get more? What the fuck? This is from...
Oh, the Gimmick deck extra deck stuff?
Yeah, they get
Gimmick
more
Puppets, they became like really good at some point, but it's kind of the same issue with Super Heavy Samurai, where like they became really degenerate. That's why I'm playing this now, because it's like, I like the aesthetic of the deck. I think it's like kind of cool, like the creepy stuff and emphasis on graveyard stuff, and obviously a very simple deck because it's just a rank 8 spam, so I wanted to play it once, but obviously I had never played it before. I just knew what it did and everything like that, but after, like I said at the start, like after the few test hands, like I kind of end up with the, oh yeah, this is actually really boring.
Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, I think I'm fine. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you just play your turn, and I'll try to respond instead of doing anything preemptive. I think it makes more sense because I don't have any idea what the fuck you can do with this deck, and I think it'll be more interesting overall.
That's fair. I also do need to consider now, how do I want to do this, because of the fusion was 3 thingamabobs. And let me read Predaplant fusion.
Predaplant fusion is you need 2 from your side of the field.
Yeah, it was 2 on your side of the field. Then I'm thinking mostly the guy that was 3k, 3k.
I can show you my extra deck so you can see what I have options to. Because I don't.
I mean,
don't
yeah, I'm not gonna look at the other stuff because obviously I wouldn't know. I wanted to just cut back this. So this is getting the auto predator counter when your opponent's plus most monster. Yeah, this the extra deck stuff is the thing. So technically,
that's why I was thinking about Numeron Force, because Numeron
yeah.
Force isn't an inherent form of summoning, so I cannot use this against Numeron Force.
Yeah, because if I go, that's true. Because if I essentially I exit summon something, you can chain into this, but then even if I Numeron Force, it doesn't matter afterwards what you go for.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. But unfortunately, the idea that I had to do that doesn't really achieve much. But okay. And then obviously, at least from what I know, you don't have a quick effect way to put Predap counters on anything.
I do not. I do have a card in my extra deck that can do it.
Gotcha.
It says I need a fusion monster and 1 dark monster, and once per turn I can target a face-up card you control and place a counter on it. It becomes a level 2, and as long as it has a counter on it, and negate the activate effects of your opponent's monsters that have predator counters on them. That's like the card that I'm thinking about as being a way to prevent you from getting out whatever you're doing. But at the same time, I don't know if that's very feasible.
Actually, because yeah, never mind. That's still so. I think I always need to make this first, right? Yeah. Because...
Wait. Oh yeah, it's only 3. It's not 3 or more. I was wondering, like, wait, how did they balance this card? But yeah, it's
imagine if you could eat your opponent's entire board.
That's what I was thinking. Like, wait, how the fuck do they make this okay? Because I was thinking it's like, imagine Chimeritic Overdragon.
Yeah.
But it's a Predaplant card.
Pretty much.
It would make perfect sense, wouldn't it?
Also,
like, I think that would fit.
Gigante's doll.
Oh, okay. Gigantes doll. What does this Gigantes äijä tekee?
Se tekee aika paljon. So, the summon is fine. Then
yes.
I would like to detach the 2 materials. Those being here to target up to 2 monsters you control and gain control of them until the end phase, but I'm locked to only attacking with Xyz monsters for the rest of the turn, and I'm only locked into special and gimmick puppets for the rest of the turn.
Which cards are you targeting?
I think because it was just 3 dark monsters on the field was the fusion that I was wondering, right?
Yes, and I need to at least have 2 for my own.
Yeah. I think it's still because this isn't. This still needs this stuff, but I still think it makes the most sense. I'll just target the 2 fusions.
You would like to take my 2 fusions. They can attack, right?
I'm only locked into... Since I've used this, I can only declare an attack with Xyz monsters.
Okay.
I can tell you, I don't think there is any world where, even if I explode your entire board and do everything that I want to, I don't think I can kill you. But I am locked into only special summoning gimmicks puppets by any means, and only attacking with Xyz monsters. So they by themselves can't attack. But the other line that Gigante's doll has, you contribute this to make all monsters you currently control become level 8. So essentially the idea is Gigante's doll is there to fix, because obviously the deck wants to make 8s. It's just essentially there because this came out before the link, where you can make 2 4s into this, and you can exchange your 2 4s for 2 of your opponent's any monsters, and then you can sack this to make those 8s, and then obviously those can make a rank 8. That's the idea there. Oh yeah, this isn't here anymore. You're right.
So I'm thinking here, because if I've used these 2 off, you only have 3 monsters left. Is there a rank 6 Chaos XYZ for these guys?
Nope.
Okay, just making sure, because like it would be really weird if they had one. Or sorry, rank 5. So I'm thinking, do you have any way of extending out? So you can banish this, you can summon one from the graveyard, so you can 100% get another one out without any issue, right?
Yeah, already, if you're looking at my grave, I already have extension from grave, because I do have Druid all now.
Yeah. You have level 8 there. Could technically, but I can't because I cannot use these guys. That sucks so much, actually. The fact that it says 2 that I control is so horrendous. Because, like, this thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it says I need to use a Predaplant monster and a 1 dark monster whose original level is 8 or higher. The only dark monsters that are level 8 or higher in the deck are fusion monsters.
Yep.
And it's not even like Chimera Rafflesia. It's
Yeah, I was just going to say
Rafflesia
isn't even big enough.
Yeah. And that just makes this like completely unusable for the deck itself, which kind of makes me confused on what it's.
Yeah, because it's kind of like you're already spending a lot of resources to go into the like other like Venom fusions, and then you would spend those to make that, which probably isn't really worth it a lot of the time. Gigantic Doll is also funny because like this is, if this was a 2026 card, this would just say wouldn't have the end target up to 2. It would just say like gain control of up to 2. So if you respond by getting rid of some of them, then it's like, okay, then I'll just take the other 2. But already like this card is very good. It fixed at the time. It fixed a lot of the issues that I had.
What is Numeron Force saying? Can I check that real quick?
Oh, sorry.
What does Numeron Force say?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Actually, since we know our background, I don't know. I can just keep it up.
Wait, I'll put this through in case you want to reread it. Then if any face-up cards are in the field other than this card and the monster summoned by it, negate the effects of those other cards. That's a really interesting word for it, because it means that because of the after you summoned it, immediately,
yeah,
nothing works, nothing on board works anymore. And the main issue here obviously is, for example, if I don't use this now,
yeah,
I lose my fusion monsters, which means I lose access to Drag of Stapella, which has the ability to actually negate cards, which is kind of huge. Specifically negate activated effects, right? Now, the cards that you can summon using the fucking Numeron Force are really scary. Like, genuinely really scary, because they're big as fuck.
Yep.
They're like 3.5k both, I think. And in that sense, I don't know if there is a good play for me here outside of actually just going into the big guy. I'll activate Predaprime Fusion to fuse up Dangerous and Rafflesia and my Malicious to make a big dumb Chungus in defense position.
All right. Yeah, now this is... And each effect is once per turn. Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right. So the effect obviously fizzles, but I'm still locked into doing stuff. Then
yep.
I... Well, we'll start by...
It would be nice if this said, and if you did, because then it would make this card actually like...
Yeah, I mean, we'll do this now. I'll banish BAYBE from my grave, so you can't respond to my Gimmick pop-up monster effects for the rest of this turn.
Okay.
And then we will...
Oh, interesting.
I'll banish Humpty Dumpty to summon back Druid. Then I will...
He's a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
But you really are a bitch.
Oh. Language.
Sorry. I'll overlay these two. I mean, I might as well make this because I think you... Obviously, you can only prevent one, and I think you need to do it because obviously, well, otherwise.
Yeah, it's just immediately gone.
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with that. I think this is on my board.
Because yeah, otherwise, obviously, wait, what is actually no? Both of these were special summoned, right?
Wait, which one?
Your Predaplants.
Yeah, all these guys are special.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's
except I think Orphus Scorpio. I think that's no. I used Predaplant to get one of these back.
Yeah. You're right. But yeah, so that's that. Now we dealt with that, and now we will. Since you control a monster, everything I control is a Gimmick puppet. I will summon a Magnet Doll. I will then overlay. Yeah, it's been a little while since I feel like gotten here. Yeah.
If I had Nib in this case,
that would go crazy.
That would clear my entire board and kill me.
That is also true, actually. Yeah, you could resolve Nib, but also it would give me a guy who is 17,000. Now the issue.
Okay, but to be fair, I can get rid of that guy.
That's also fair. Actually. Is it better to go for this? The issue here is that it's tiny.
Itsy bitsy fella.
Like, I genuinely don't know. Actually, I can do... No, I can't do both. I mean, this is so fucking stupid and greedy. It makes, like, no sense. Eh. Oh yeah, wait, how does this work? Oh yeah, this doesn't matter actually. So instead, yeah, it doesn't matter. I'll instead just make, but the issue is if I make it in attack, I'm pee pee poo poo. I will make, wait, what did I have? Yeah, I'll use this to go into grinder. I'm thinking, do I go attack or defense?
Why I oughta
beat your ass.
Hell yeah.
No, this doesn't make sense. I'd rather... Actually, if I make this first...
I do think the Orphus Scorpio is normal summon.
Okay, gotcha.
Because I special summoned the Clamido Sundew and I added the Orphus that I normal summoned the Dogtonia Cobra.
Because I thought he was an earlier Scorpio. Maybe I'm mistaken.
Because I only had one turn so far.
Gotcha.
And I don't have any other Scorpios. So.
Yeah, it could be. If it's fine. I'll actually, if I summon this first, and then you can summon something from your grave, but there is this also has the 500 minus, but there's nothing else here. But you do have Celestial to draw to. Because what happens if I do that? Honestly, I think I'll instead actually I'll have to do this. I'll instead of this I'll summon out a, so put this back into my extra. And instead overlay these two And instead here I'll summon Gimmick puppet of strings. I'll detach one to put a
everything.
a string counter on literally everything else except for that. Sorry, it's favorite monster, so Predaplant is still fine. And then I will use... this might be trolling, but fuck it. I'll use these two. I'll go Chimera Doll here, so I get rid of my own thingamabobs.
Oh my god.
And then I will...
You special summon a Gimmick puppet monster.
I do get
from
two.
your hand.
And I'm wondering... on this a special... oh yeah, this is where it would actually be better to summon that. So I did make a... actually, no, I do still have this. Yeah, sure. I'll special a... I mean, does it even matter? Not really. Actually, yeah, it doesn't. I'll just summon out the Dreary Doll, question mark.
Question marks.
I already have the... fuck it. I'll go Bisque Doll. And so this was added to my hand, and then I use a special lid. Then I will summon out a...
a biscuit doll. Oh my god.
I haven't used the reincarnation of Dreary yet. This time.
We can see. Special summoned.
Did I special summon one from grave already? Because I don't.
Special summoned one puppet druid draw from the graveyard.
Okay.
I don't. Wait, I'm gonna double check though. Did you use a druid doll for the summon of puppet grinder? Oh, what? Giant grinder.
Giant grinder I summoned using grinder and Dreary and actually wait, no, it was Magnet Doll and Bisque was for... no, was it? No, I used Dreary for grinder, yeah.
Okay. And there's a mention of... wait, but that's so long ago. This is useless. This fucking dual log thing is so useless. At 54 minutes, you used the effect of Druid Doll from the graveyard based off of what this is saying.
I mean, okay, sure. We'll just... this I have used it then, I think. And I'll go for... I go for a Monster Reborn, and I'll revive back a Dreary Doll. Overlay these two. I'll go for a grinder.
Yep.
I will detach sure. I'll detach up to twice. Since at this point, gonna assume that this don't burn you because if it's an Xyz monster, it burns. So,
okay, never mind.
Yeah, so take back the 4K, and then I will use this to finally now use my Numeron Force because I don't give a shit about the rest of the effects, and I will use this to go into a Giant Hunter. And then I'll use this to burn you for 1200.
Okay.
And then I'll swing for 55.
55? Wait, where's that one not attacking?
I'm locked into attacking only with Xyz monsters.
Oh, I keep fucking thinking it's Gimmick puppet.
Yeah. It is Xyz monsters specifically. And also important to note, because this is permanent if I'm not mistaken, your Predaponics and my strings and my Chimera Doll, these are all permanently negated.
Yes, Predaponics is gonna be popped anyhow, so...
Are you sure you don't want to keep it
No.
negated on your board?
Effect of Chimera Reflegia. I get to add a fusion spell or polymerization from my deck to my hand.
Yep. And then after that, I'm gonna assume you're gonna be drawing too.
I cannot.
You do still have a
do that yet.
lot of things you can do here.
I'm thriving, by the way. It might seem very hopeless, but
I don't think it seems hopeless given that I have a 1500 monster on my board that cannot go into defense and I'm at 500 life points. So I think it's everything but hopeless, but I got to do essentially what the deck does. There's one thing that's like usually it's less convoluted, but
I think
because we didn't know
Fusion Destiny actually. And then I go main phase 2, and I'm gonna double check. You have no cards in hand. Yes, so I need to set 2. In this case, I will set these 2, and then I activate the effect of Celestial to banish it, and Dangerous from the graveyard to draw 2.
Yep.
Yep. Holy mother of fuck! What the hell is this? Oh my god. This isn't quick. Do you have anything for actual protection here? Just to check.
Nope.
Alright. Orphus.
Yep.
Effect. Special summon.
Go for it.
Special summon out.
If Pistol and BAYBE were quick effects in Grave, that would be quite nice, but unfortunately they are not.
Nice. That is unfortunate, yeah. Extreme.
Yeah, at this point in time, like, Gimmick puppets were very much not good.
Yeah.
But as tends to happen with bad archetypes that then later become good, probably was for the best, because then when they become good, they become degenerate.
None of these have targeting protection either, right? I don't think it really matters, but I'm just checking.
I mean, essentially, if you can put a 2k body on the field, you win.
I can.
Yeah, so then you can just do that. I don't have interaction.
And just summon. Oh, do I summon you on? Yes, do, because I should still have draw hand. I have draw hand, yes. I activate fusion to get out a fucking draw hand using these two. No, draw hand. Dangerous, and then yeah.
Would you have been able to kill me, I wonder, because the other line that I was thinking, which was like safer but left me with less, would have been obviously if I, instead of doing, I would have, what I have in my grave doesn't really matter, but instead I would have gone into this thing, and then I would have ranked it up into this, which essentially nukes the entire field, because everything now has a string counter, so the only thing on my board would have been this. Would you have been able to deal with that?
Let me see, because I'll just reset the turn to. Yeah. I'm thinking.
You would literally have the same thing. So I'm just curious, because that's obviously the other thing. What I have in my grave doesn't matter, because nothing else here matters. I wouldn't have protection or anything. Literally, the only thing that changes is that the only thing on my board was this, which is obviously something I was considering, because it's safer, because that doesn't end on a like weaker body that I have on the board. But I decided to be greedy, because I thought also it was cooler.
The main problem here is that I will always add Fusion Destiny. Like, Fusion Destiny is actually the only way that I can guarantee that I get something.
Yeah.
And that thing gives me access to this thing, right?
Yep.
Which then, like, I also have this thing, I mean, and then I can reduce this attack by 500, and then Dangerous has its own effect of increasing its own attack by 200 for each Destiny here in the graveyard. So it increases by Malicious and Draw Hand, so it would gain 900 attack, which is 100 over lethal.
Yeah, so that's still that's still enough. So it didn't matter. So I guess I'm glad I did that, because I thought it was slightly cool. But those are essentially the two things that you can do if you have a lot of extension. Like, you can end on like a couple Xyz, but out of the testing, like, I had one brick hand, one where this came up, and then the last one was, which is literally just like, okay, your opponent has 3 cards on the board, and you can put 2 8s on the board. So with Pirate Parade and getting the rank up, so then you would just do this, and obviously you summon strings, you immediately put a string counter, everything, you level it up to dark strings, and then dark strings on spell summon blows everything up. I get, like, it does draw you also a card, but like
wait, would I be alive? Would I have lived?
You lost.
Because I would have taken
you were
3K.
You were at 8,000, so you would have just taken a 33.
Okay.
Because I need to do
plus,
this stuff in my main one, so.
Oh, but I would also get burned from this thing, so I would have taken 3,000, I think.
Yeah, so it was essentially like it was less damage. It was what it was essentially.
Also, like had this still, but this doesn't actually do anything in this position.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have access to any ways of like summoning things from the graveyard anymore.
Yeah, but yeah, this is like I said earlier, this is the like a conceptually neat deck, but like I said, it's not very interesting. It's kind of boring. And yeah, obviously this was the like what I said as the other win condition. Well, they're the other way around, but it was mostly just because like
kind of scared.
Yeah, I was kind of like I'll just play. This is gonna be the only time that I actually play Gaming Puppets, so I was just like, let me just go all in on it. And obviously Machine Dupe is nice because you can get Druid Dolls out of your grave, but fortunately there was either the Druid Dolls were clogged in my hand and I just didn't see Machine Dupe. I never got Biscuit Dolls in my opening hand, which is kind of unfortunate, but still, it was a neat back and forth. I think this puts us one game between us, if I'm not mistaken, because this was episode 146, right? Actually, I can check.
I think so.
Because I think 40... Where is the... Because I do have...
Most recent episode was 144, and there's only a week-long buffer, which means that...
Yeah, 45 was the Gold Sark, where I got my ass beat as well. So I can just... Actually, I should have this in my dock now when I think about it. There is this... And... Oh yeah, it's in this one. It goes 44. It was... Dude, it's been so long since I won a set. It's actually kind of crazy. I think it's been like 20 episodes.
No. I don't think it's been 5 months. Has it?
Actually, no. It was 142. So 3 months ago. Yeah, it was 142. It was the last time I played trains. And that was either 42, no, 42, 32, sorry.
Wait, no, 32.
Yeah.
Wait, it's actually been like 14 episodes.
Yeah. It's been a very long time.
Holy fuck. That's...
Oh!
Oh? Uh-oh?
You know what, Jeexx?
What's up?
You know what the score is currently?
Is it 69-69 or something?
It is at 73 wins for me and 73 wins for you.
Hell yeah.
Next week is actually going to be the first time in the series when Jeexx has overtaken me in the series, which is...
If I win. If. What set are we doing next week? That's also a very important thing.
The track record is like, if you're a betting man, I think it's pretty safe to explain. And to be fair, honestly, I'm surprised that the score has been this way. Which, like, when I went to count the numbers at that one point, like, I was very surprised. It's like this way. So this is more what I actually expected. But next week we are doing Chaos Impact, and it does not have a complementary set with it. We have a few more to go before the anniversary episode, but Chaos Impact is gonna be 1-4 next time. But dude, that's kind of sick. 73, 73. But yeah, when was the last time that I played Train? Actually, let me see. I can look here because I'll remember when I see the set name.
What do you mean this is the set where we get Unchained? What do you mean this is the set where IP comes out?
Actually, I think it was Sisters. Yeah, it was Sisters of the Rose. So that was 35. So it's been 11 episodes since I won.
What was in Sisters of the Roses?
I played Trains. It was the I think you played Harpy.
Oh yeah, I got fucking clobbered by trains because trains had infinite recursion in comparison to fucking harpies who needed like 3 cards in hand to do anything. Yeah, I remember. Oh man, perfect example of these have grown and separated themselves from being
Yep,
simple fucking fests, which this week was very much a fest, if you will.
it was.
We just
It sure was.
And that's exactly why all of these rogue tier gimmicky decks have eventually started gaining really strong
Gimmick, you
support.
say?
Because
Say that again.
say that again. Maybe that's why, gimmick puppet becomes broken. Because they were like, wait, gimmick deck, gimmick puppet, it's perfect. And
It
then
is
they made
funny
the
that it's
worst
gimmick
deck.
puppets and it's one of the least gimmicky decks in the entire game.
You just make a fucking floodgate on your opponent's turn and then sit there.
Okay, let's
Have
not.
fun.
Gimmick Puppet Nightmare does not represent the organization. It is
Okay,
its
okay.
own entity,
I'll
and
take that.
the philosophy of our organization is not reflected upon the thoughts and inquiries of Gimmick Puppet Nightmare.
What the fuck is a Watt train? Add Watt cards with different names from your deck to your hand up to the number of Thunder monsters you control with different names
Watts
during your
is
main
one of
phase.
those like notoriously dog shit archetypes. I think there are like the gimmick of the archetype is that they attack directly.
Yeah, and then give a billion effects. I
Yeah.
think they have a lock of some kind where they kind of prevent you from playing the game.
There is a
But
Watt log. I do remember. I don't remember
yeah,
what it is, but I do remember hearing from that in a Ranked and Yu-Gi-Oh video.
well, from what I can see, there may be some fucking chaos cards in here? Question mark, and
Uh,
then
yeah.
some.
So, Jeexx, what was the name of the set that we're playing?
It might be chaos impact.
That would be crazy if it had chaos cards.
Does this have chaos cards actually? Like, I legitimately don't know. Because I'm looking at this and like, I don't recognize any of these other than like fucking Dragon Berserker of the Tenyu and Unchained cards. And the
Well,
Unchained cards certainly aren't fucking chaos.
they're trying to be.
Gizmegyara, the Gleaming Vanguard. Oh my god, this thing.
Oh, I don't know why I went to
Ass.
look at sets and wait, there's a special edition for this. What does this have? Scrap Wyvern, Battle Shogun of the Six Samurai, Dragon Maid Send Off, and
Oh
Armory Core.
no.
I will say, I definitely know what I'm playing.
Okay, I see. We're playing Dragon Maids, huh? Okay, I guess it was about fucking time. Actually, Dragon Maids come out next set, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, trust me. Actually, I can say that here. Mystic Fighters, I think, is when I'm actually playing Dragon Maids, and it is one of the trashiest decks that I've ever played because I had to put my own twist on it. But it's gonna be funny.
I'm looking forward to it. Wait, glad beasts get huge support. I forgot. We're in this section of the Archery era.
Yep.
Yippee!
Salad also gets Pyro Phoenix here, which is neat.
Oh yeah. Wait, actually, yeah. Never mind. We're in Rain. It's not Arc V. They're getting the Arc V support cards now in Rain. Never mind.
And this is when we get Striker Dragon, which unfortunately wasn't there for the structure deck episode. But we'll live.
Okay. We'll survive.
Anyways, I'm getting really hungry, and the food that I'm intending to make is not the fastest to do. So I think we should wrap up here. I think it was a pretty solid episode, and like I said, like pretty exciting stuff. Being actually like proper tied now, which is kind of crazy that it's the first time it's happened. But that was mostly because in the the very first core of Yu-Gi-Oh, like the early duel monsters era, it was we had so many Saki cards, and I remember how many TikToks and clips we got from the early episodes with me just like sacking with the craziest like one-offs and draws. So that's kind of what skewed it in my favor. And then ever after that, like Jeexx been playing catch up, and now he's done it. And I will, like I said, going now. The interesting thing here is how many episodes is it gonna take for me to catch back up? Like, assuming you win next time, it would take which episode am I gonna catch back up? Or am I even?
I think it's likely that we'll end up trading wins. Like, straight up, like, oh, you take two, I take two, you take two, I take two, so on and so forth. Like, stuff like this. I don't think it'll ever become a situation where the win rate will be heavily skewed towards one of us for a long period of time from here on out. I think it'll be a case of consistently going from winning a multiple in a row to maybe losing multiple and just trading wins back and forth, and eventually leading to us both having a 55% win rate sometimes and a 45% win rate the other time, right? And so, well, yeah.
Let me change my question. Do you think the series will be around for 292 episodes?
292.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like 3 years from now.
Mm-hmm. That would be exactly the number of episodes after this we've done doubled. Because what if it's 146 episodes of you playing catch up, and now the other half is going to be other 146 episodes of me trying to catch up.
That would be kinda rad, but at the same time, I feel like the main reason why I managed to steal so many wins recently was because if you look at all the decks that I've played and count the number of decks that had heroes in them, or didn't have heroes in them, you'll be very surprised to find that I think it's only the one from last week, which had Sky Striker, and I think the structure deck episode. Every one of the other ones has a hero card in it, which is like kind of indicative that I've been winning just solely based off of the fact that I have a familiar thing in here that I know can function, that will enable a certain place that I know will work here and allow me to just kind of have a comfort thing going on. And in this case, it happened to line up really well, where even if I had, like, no matter what happened, the way that I won was because I had Fusion Destiny. I had a way of getting Fusion Destiny and some using Fusion Destiny and then winning from there. So,
Me personally, I think it's more that we're shifting towards now cars have multiple lines of text and you actually need to be able to play the video game to be able to do stuff. And I'm dumb and I can't do that, so. Me personally, I think it's more that.
Nah, bro. I disagree. Me personally, I think it's gonna be even from now on.
A very politically correct answer was like, I think we should all be friends together, actually.
Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna fucking shit stomp you from now on. I'm gonna make sure that
now
all of my decks are the...
Spoken like a true Sky Striker player.
Yeah, so true. I'm gonna play Dark Claw in everything. Dude, I was talking to Oka earlier, well, the other day, and he was just shitting on heroes and being like, bro, they end on Dark Claw and they end on Plasma. That's what Oka sounds like because he's American. And I'm sitting here like, bro, the fuck you mean they end on Dark Claw and they end on Plasma? Who the fuck is playing these things like this? Like, come on, man. Ain't nobody playing Dark Claw and Plasma unless they have to, because they have a billion different things they can go into. And now they even got masked heroes, main deck masked heroes. They can fucking Miracle Fusion into a Omni-Negate. Heroes with an Omni-Negate in the year 2026. Yeah. Killing myself.
On that note, though, like I said, I'm really getting hungry now, so let's wrap it up. Thank you for watching, everybody. We will see you next week for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Learning journey, and we're not that far away from the Fabled anniversary episode, which is funny because you should turn into the Pokemon Prog, because I think the Pokemon Prog this week is gonna have something different in there, something maybe related to Pokemon Champions, but I wouldn't know about it. Regardless, though, we'll see you next week for Chaos Impact.
Wait, that's... Oh? Isn't that... Because this is going up...
That's actually... Yeah, never mind. That was... So, guys, you should check out last Sunday's episode. Because, yeah, this should... Because today or tomorrow, 145 is going up. Probably today, if I'm not lazy. And then... Yeah, that's right. Guys, go check out... last Sunday's episode on the Pokemon Prog series. Smile. I'm good at this. We'll see you next week for Chaos Impact. Thank you so very much for watching. Hopefully you have a great rest of your day, and peace.